And welcome back to another Pong Plays SC2VN. Jet has just come by to the PC Bang. We've already met Reva, and we've also met a possible sponsor, Mr. I think it was Kim. We're gonna call him Mr. Man. Is this stunt, Mock? There we go. She thumbs in his direction and turns back to him when I nod. Shut up, Stunt. We're probably going to have our name our team after his company. Man, I've been coming up with all kind of mascots and taglines. Team Enoch? That's so lame. With a sigh, Stunt sinks down in his chair. Jet does her best to ignore him. So these two are the two you managed to pick up, Stunt and Reva, a cafe whelp and a ladder hero, and a literal who foreigner. The three of us don't have anything to say to that, so she continues. Alright, whatever, we're gonna make this work one way or another. All that's left for us to do is recruit a coach. Got anyone in mind? Not particularly. VIP hasn't exactly been great for networking outside of the team. They're pretty much done for as soon as I leave. The ease with which she delivers the judgment leaves me taken aback. I guess if she's going to sever ties with the old teammates, she can't afford to second guess herself. A brutal and unfortunate necessity. How did you know Mr. Kim then? We've only just met. I asked around if anyone knew a decent sponsor opportunities, and old Brood War friend pointed me in his direction. Fortunate. A coach should be relatively easy to acquire with the word that a sponsor is ready to back us. Reva stares unblinking at no one in particular. It's a little bit creepy just how calculating she looks. Right. Anyway, I can handle the rest. You three just need to focus on practice, hear me? Yep. Yes. Yeah. Good. I'll keep it posted on developments. If everything goes as planned, we'll be registered and ready to rock by week's end. Next VSTL starts 2 weekends after that. The fire burning in Jet's eyes is a refreshing sight. I can only promise so much to Stunt and Reva. But for them to see a proven player like Jet get behind a team has to be motivating. And then she started. I need to get back to the VIP team house. It's about time I let them know I'm not re-signing. Mom, give these two my number. Text me if you need something. Before I can even respond, Jet is halfway to the door. Rather than dwell on her words and sit in silence, Stunt bounds to his feet and clenches his fist forward. You heard her, chumps. More practice. I am afraid not. I must be getting home. Jet is not the only one with preparations to make. Yeah, same. Don't let it stop you, though. It's just fine. Let me know that when I begged and pleaded for practice partners, I was cruelly denied by my own teammates. Giggle. Stunt's theatrical complaints don't end until I follow Reva out onto the street, through the door's window. He gives us a sour face and then returns to his PC. He is a bit childish. Well, he's still a kid. The two of us start heading in the same direction. By coincidence, though neither of us bring it up, as we share simple conversation. I ask her about build orders. She asks me about foreign tournaments. Reva reacts with surprise when I inform her on the antics of foreign FPS pro gamers. Would shooting insults at each other mid-match not disrupt their ability to communicate? No idea. All I know is that they get loud enough to hear from the open bracket area. Curious. Our small talk is cut short when she heads for the subway tunnel located along my route. But just before she descends the tile steps, Reva turns and offers a rare smile. Aww. Goodbye, Mock. It was nice to meet you. Bye, catch you online. When she's gone, I'm left to think over the day's events alone. Mr. Kim, Enoch. This is all too good to be true. It feels right to be wary. Too many aspiring pro gamers have had their fledgling careers dashed to pieces by stupid mistakes and broken promises. I can't let myself be one of them. Maybe I've earned the chance to rest and congratulate myself. But I won't. Not yet. Lately, the streets haven't seemed so foreign or confusing. Yeah, I keep doing it. How do I do that? But why is that going on? I don't know what I'm doing to get that little extra thing. It's the way I've been clicking my mouse recently. I don't know. It might just be because I stick to the same route every time I walk to the Golden Zone Fire, but I like to think I've really started to figure out life as a foreigner. I've settled into the routine that works for me. A few hours of ladder in the morning, then I hang out in the cafe with whoever shows up that day. Practice, talk strategy, maybe grab some food, and then we go our separate ways. It's enough to satisfy me, while still offering plenty of free time to keep from burning out. It's not a champion's regiment, but it should suffice, hopefully. Jet is always pushing me to practice longer, but it's hard to see the point. What's 10 hours going to do for me that 6 hours doesn't? I haven't seen the Bolt guy at Golden Zone Fire since I challenged him, luckily. I was anxious about the possibility of running into him again. The confrontation when I'm supposed to be training is the last thing I need. Familiar landmarks crop up one by one. It's not long before the cafe comes into view, busy as it always is on the weekends. I squeeze past a half-dozen middle schoolers and make my way to our quiet corner. Yo, what took you? We've been waiting on you for so long. Don't listen to him. He got here just before you did. Stunt scowls and sinks down into his chair. I try not to smile. Rever's a no-show again. Messaged me this morning that she wanted to stay in and ladder. Is Cal coming? I know Crash has team league night. Nope. He mentioned that he has some last-minute build prep to take care of. Who are they playing again? Kane, I think. Right. There are a lot of advantages for players on a team. Recognition, housing, practice, salary. Beginning to play in Team League is one of the biggest perks, period. A lot of young StarCraft talent breaks out in VSTL. Matches against top players are usually rare for those who aren't qualified for VSL, not in Team League. For an amateur, a win there is more of a sign of good things to come. Did Kel tell you anything about his team's plan? Jet shakes her head before successfully snatching Stunt's phone out of his hand. She rolls it into space between her fingers and turns back to me. Don't be so naive, Mach. Kel and I may be friends, but that sort of information isn't something you can give away freely. Stunt gropes for his phone, a pout set across his face. Jet dodges a few times before willingly relinquishing the device. Stop ignoring us. It's rude. Just whatever. Quit lecturing Mach. Their eyes battle briefly before Jet concedes, glaring away with a dismissive gesture. Stunt savors the fleeting victory with a grin before dropping the phone to the table. It's rare to find someone willing to share their strategies openly. Maybe it's different in a foreign scene, but not here. I lost an amazing one base all in build on ladder a week back. Sent a guy a message asking for a few players. He told me to kill myself. You don't need to look so pleased about it. Sheesh. However, there's one exception. That being, if a foreigner eliminates a Korean player, our scene will sometimes band together and send replays for his next opponent to study. It's a matter of national pride at this point. Been that way since Brood War. That's a rumor I've heard before. Replays can be invaluable in preparing for a specific player. What could be more useful than an exact recording of someone's strategies and tactics? At least Jet has the courtesy to look vaguely apologetic. I nod. I'm doing my best not to look too surprised. How much do Korean players practice for Team League? Same as individual leagues, or... Depends, not less. If they aren't taking home at least top 8 in solo league, StarCraft may be one in one game, but teams can't always be sponsored on the backs of individuals. Don't think that gives you the right to neglect your solo league. Admittedly, VSTL is secondary to VSL. If any of you fail to qualify, I'll make you a slave of my practice house. Cool your jets, Jet, and have a little confidence in us. When you inspire confidence, I will. Remind me again how you placed in the last qualifier? Stunt wrinkles his nose and takes the opportunity to return to his cell phone game. In between teammates, StarCraft's competitive nature thrives. Silence lingers until I decide to speak up, if only to break the tension. Why don't we go watch a Cal play tonight? I'm sure he'll appreciate the support. They simultaneously glance up at me, and then at each other. More silence. I'm just ready about to give up when Jet speaks. That's a good idea. I've been meaning to speak with Akel anyway. Sounds like fun. Let's bet on games, though. Gambling? I shouldn't be surprised. You play Protest after all. 25,000 on Crash. Ha! I'll take that bet any day. Get out of here. Don't. Yes, I know. Heavy Waters is playing Killing Floor. Wait, I'm not done. 25,001 on Crash. But if Akel all kills, you pay double. Stunt pauses, chewing over the odds with a contorted look on his face. All kills are incredibly rare. It's hard enough for one player to single-handedly defeat more than one opponent, let alone an entire team. With one decision made, Stunt slams a fist down hard enough to draw a few glances from a nearby table. Deal! The match won't be for another few hours, so you'll have plenty of time to regret your mistake while I'm kicking your ass. I want to try out this new build making the rounds called the 2-base Immortal All-In. It crushes Zerg. What are they saying on the forums? Let's go. Hey Mock, come watch and learn a thing or two about how to PvZ like a pro. That's useless to me. And I need to message Riva anyway. He doesn't wait for me. Whoa. It just like sped on through. Maybe I have the text speed a little too fast. He doesn't wait for me to finish my thought before bolting for an open PC. I'm left with Jet, who takes her time in joining Stunt. He's funny. Funny doesn't win games. Jet seems conspicuously pensive as she rises her head over to a machine. Just as she turns to leave, she stops and looks back at me. Mock, do you think that teammates have to be friends? What do you mean? The question is straightforward, yes or no. Do teammates need to be friends? Well, ideally yes, but no they don't. We're gonna roll the dice on this one, because there is no middle of the ground answer. That's how my answer would be. Because being friends on team helps quite a bit because it strengthens the bond of, teamwork. But you don't have to be friends to be on a good team. To make up a good team, you just have to work well together and do your part. So hold on. Let's roll the dice. Odds yes, evens no. Odds yes. I guess we'll be all positive and happy. Hunky-dory here. What? Of course they should. Why wouldn't you be friends with people you live and practice with? It's not that simple. What are you supposed to do if your teammate can't perform and needs to be replaced? What if your friendship keeps you from offering honest criticism, the type that hurts to hear? Nobody's expected to be friends with their coworkers at an office job. You act cordial and work together to get something done. That's it. There's no reason that esports should be any different. That's true. It's not the same. Can you honestly say that you'd be as motivated turning around and losing a set for a bunch of strangers than for your friends? You're not being realistic. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the gameplay for a second. Alright, I'm back. In any case, you did well to recruit Stunt and Reva. I appreciate it. I'll take care of the rest. Be around Golden Zonefire every single day for the next week or so, and practice a lot. She answers my nod by taking off in Stunt's direction. So, unfortunately, my little, what is that? I'm having the worst brain fart right now. Prediction. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know why it was so hard to think of the word prediction, but my little prediction of the storekeep being Reva wasn't true. I was kind of hoping to do this voice again. So let us read this in this voice. Where is she? After all, it took her to convince her. Reva better not have changed her mind without telling me. Maybe she's the type who will always be running late. This is the first time I've been back at the VSL studio since the qualifier. Reva's not the only one who feels out of place. I'm just about to send her another text when I catch the top of her head coming up the stairs. Got lost in the subway again? My apologies. This is my first time at the VSL studio. Oh, really? You never tried to qualify or come to spectate? She shakes her head. That's a huge surprise, considering she's local. It's easy enough to follow the VSL online, but nothing beats a live experience. Watching the round of four in person was one of the first things I did here in Seoul. Jet and Stunt are probably waiting for us. Come on. Nearly every seat in the spectator area of the VSL studio is taken. It's only with a wave from Jet and Reva that I are ushered past the back rows and enter our seats over on the side. Bum bum bum. Okay, I think this is a good point to cut off because it's just before a VSL tournament, so this, or some kind of match or something. I wasn't really paying attention to the words I'm reading. It's fun though. I don't know. I think this is actually a good point to cut off because you'll get to see and be excited for the next episode because there's a tournament going on and we're having like a team bonding moment and it'll be like, yo, we're bros, kind of. So yes, pay attention to Pong Plays SC2VN next time here on Sensei-pong. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blah, blah, blah.